say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Star-Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, good evening. Karl Anthony Towns is certainly the franchise player now for the Timberwolves. Cat said, you lead by action and you lead by words. I'm more of the action guy. When things get tough, I've got to be the guy that leads the charge. Kevin, he knows his role and he knows his place atop the Wolves franchise.
Knows it very well, DA. Thank you so much. And the Clippers starting five. The guard set is Beverly and George. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. And it's Zubats in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Timberwolves, in the backcourt, it's Russell and Beasley. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with McDaniels. And it's Edwards in at the 3 spot. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Now, here is Russell. Pass to Towns. Out to Russell. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Down low, here's Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it and a decent matchup.
To the left side wing. Here's Russell. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
George looking over the floor. He takes it in, and yes, it's good. George has got his second bucket tonight.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Back to Russell. Beasley outside. Passes to Towns. Shoots over Zubats. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Beasley.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Here's Leonard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And Towns throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside, George. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Just 5 on the clock. Shot, high post. And the shot is long.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Russell with the 3. It's hauled in by Beverly.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Takes it inside. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
Russell against Beverly.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
In the corner, George with it. Minnesota with the rebound. Russell looking around. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Beasley outside. Here's Towns. That one's not going to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard on the wing, defended by Towns. And he gets the bucket.
Just keeps racking up the accolades. Kawhi's been an all-NBA first-teamer, a finals MVP. You'd think he smiled more.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And it's Rubio penetrating to the right side. Edwards against Jackson. Edwards can't hit. Clippers leading by 6. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. And it's blocked. Here's Okogie. To end the drought. And the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Jackson misses. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Rubio looking around. Pass to Reed. Over Ibaka. Another miss by Minnesota.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Outside Leonard. Off on the layup.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up by 6. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together, we move the ball, we make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then it's Culver. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Reed in at the 4. And the first one drops. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Here's Morris. Another shot, and it's laid in by Ibaka. Ibaka's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Rondo kicks to Morris. On the wing, Batum. Lays it up off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Russell. George with the defensive effort.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Ibaka finds Rondo. Outside, George. This one for 3. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. That's 7 points for Paul George.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
To stop the run. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Karl Anthony Towns.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Minnesota. The pass to Russell. Out left to the wing. The shot by Culver. Nobody around. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 11. Here's Rondo. And he lays it straight in.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
So for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Beasley for three. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers leading by 13.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Towns, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-4 run. George against Edwards. The feed to Leonard. Over Beasley. That shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. 1:35 left here in the second. And it's Towns penetrating. Shoots over Leonard. Towns with the bucket. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
George passes to Zubac. Morris inside. Towns on him. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Vanderbilt's checked in, and Okogie subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. Free throw good from Morris.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Beverley against Beasley. For three, Okogie. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the dunk by Zubac.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Vanderbilt. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
23 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Leonard. Beasley with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Towns. Going inside. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, in a word, resilient. When you think about his interior scoring ability, Towns is able to power through the defense for that one.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Miss you.
Yeah, so big. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting historic comparisons. Shaq, for your money, are they as good as any duo in the league?
Without question, Ernie Cornelius Johnson. 2 players who are both MVP caliber. Yes, yes, yes.
I didn't know your middle name was Cornelius.
Neither did I.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Okay. But for Shaq's money, most importantly, this would be a big step. But, they're a huge factor. I'll say that. But Cornelius, I did not know his name was Cornelius.
ECJ, baby.
It's not
ECJ.
I guess it is now.
Eastern Conference Johnson, Cornelius.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Taking a look at Los Angeles, Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. The guard set is Beverly and George. And it's Zubats in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
Attacking, trying to get good looks. Give Kawhi credit. He finds one.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Free throw good, Russell.
The second overall pick back in the 2015 NBA draft. Russell having earned his first All-Star game appearance in 2019.
George against Beasley. Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Russell. Outside, Towns. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
George dishes to Leonard. Over Edwards. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. With the floater. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Russell.
And floating it in there, the smoothness, something you've got to love about Russell's game.
Driving to the basket. And it's Beverly missing for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. George against Russell. Towns for 3. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Leonard kicks to Morris. But they'll get another chance. The 3 from George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Russell. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 12. George with the ball. 13 points in the game. Leonard kicks to George.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. Back to Beasley. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Towns in the corner from outside the arc. Another miss by Towns. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And it's George finishing it off.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Minnesota calls timeout.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Rubio against Rondo. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Passes it to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Over Ibaka. Reed misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Leonard attacking. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Now, here's Rubio. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Russell, and he drives in.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Shoots Leonard, and it's good, 2 points. Leonard's got 12.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Back to Rubio. Outside Russell, beyond the arc. Rebound Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He's off from 17 feet. Timberwolves trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The drive by Rubio. That one falls.
Even though Rubio's worked on the 3-ball, this is probably his more natural range.
Rondo kicks to Ibaka. Dishes it to George. And he goes right over to D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
36 seconds left in the third. The drive by Russell. He can't get that one, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Rondo dishes to Ibaka. He kicks it to Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Culver. And so it's Los Angeles with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Timberwolves trail by 16. They've got Edwards. Ricky Rubio is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Nicholas Batum. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
One thing that stood out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The lead is 15. Outside, George. The Timberwolves shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Rubio outside. Pass to Towns. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Here's Edwards. No good with the triple.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Here's George, and he drops it in from the low post. George has got 19 points.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Here's Rubio. There's the pass to Okogie. And here's Beasley. Outside, Towns. 5 on the clock. Top of the key jumper, no good. Clippers leading by 17. Here's Jackson. Up and in on the layup. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now Rubio. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And George kicks to Jackson. And that one is good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And he gets it to go.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Jackson passes to Zubac. It's George on the wing. That one goes. Count it.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Beasley from past the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Beasley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Pass to George. Zubac against Towns. Timberwolves trail by 18. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Okogie. The shot misses. Great D that time from Batum. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. That one goes in. George has got 13 points in the second half.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Passes it to Towns. Beasley outside. Back to Towns. Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jackson finds Zubac. It's George on the wing. Chalk up 2 there. George has got 25 points.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Reggie Jackson. And here's Leonard. The shot's good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paul George.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Noel passes to Reed. Shot clock at 6. The tray. The shot by Lehman, no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. And there's the pass to Beverly. Here's man. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Kennard's shot is off. Russell with it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, you all turned it on down the stretch, so what was the difference?
You started to play defense and execute on the offensive end, and we finally started to knock down shots.
Well, that led to a win, man, and I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.